We're good. We're good. All right. So again, you all, welcome to the Abundance Accelerator. I know we just welcomed in Pam and Cassandra. If anybody wants to just reintroduce themselves, you can. I know Ima Jean in the building. She is our funding queen. She helps entrepreneurs create $400,000 up to $400,000 of funding in their business in 3 to 7 days. Did I say it right, Ima Jean? Okay. And then we have Miracle, who is our confidence personal development coach, whose masterclass is tonight. Tara is our self-care coach, who is also killing it and crushing it. And like you guys just heard from Glass, who was doing acting and modeling, everybody is in different industries. Sharon is a fitness professional in the health and wellness industry, just like Pamela. And so it's just a beautiful thing to be able to see everybody in different industries, okay? So I just want you guys to know that no matter where you're starting at, some of you are very, very new to brand awareness, to creating and showing up with your marketing on social media. Some of you have been doing it for a while, but guess what? It doesn't matter. There's always more for you to learn, okay? So just a few expectations I want you guys to remember. I want you to show up for yourself. Every Friday at 5 p.m., we're going to be meeting right here in the Zoom, okay? Be on time. Complete the homework assignment. Everybody who has been successful in this program has gone from week 1 to week 8 with me, literally implementing everything that you learn week by week, not rushing it, not panicking, not procrastinating. From front to back, literally, they have gone through each week, implemented what they learned, took action right away, did the changes they needed to do on their social media pages, and then saw the results, not just financially, but through their mindset, through the personal development shifts that you're going to actually see in your personal life too. Okay, so make sure that you are open. Be open to these new ways, this new knowledge, these new exercises that I'm going to be giving you. Okay, is everybody all right with that? Can I get everybody to unmute themselves and say, I am open?
I am open.
I am open. I am open to receive. That's right.
Open to receive.
That's right. Because many times, I'm telling you, especially as women, we tend to close off our heart. And in this social media world, in these social media streets, you have to now open up your heart. I need you to hear me on this. You have to open up your heart. And what does that mean? That means you have to take down any layers of resentment, any layers of shame, any layers of bitterness, any layers of guilt, any layers of anger, all the things that have been holding us back. We have to now be open to receive it. Because what happens in our business, what happens with the amount of clients that we see, with what happens with the amount of income that we bring in, it starts and has a complete correlation from what we're thinking up here, what we're thinking about ourselves. All right. So I want you guys to take out a pen and a pad right now, if you haven't already, and I want you to answer these questions. Why are you here? What has changed in your life? What shifts need to occur? What shifts right now, if you look at where you are on this Friday, on October the 7th of 2022, what shift needs to occur in order for you to now get closer to your goal? What do you need to take away? What distractions do you need to get rid of? Whose name do you need to write on a sheet of paper that you need to now forgive? All of this is going to be very important to what you see in your business. We gotta do some inner work in our personal lives first, okay? Which is why this very first week, I call this the initiation week. This initiation week is you literally taking the time out to rewrite your story. Identifying who you are, who you want to serve. And that's what I want you guys to get very crystal clear on. I want you to get crystal clear on what you want, what you don't want, and what you are absolutely fed up with. Because who can all agree when enough is enough, when we've been fed up with something, that's when we change. That's when we change. Can I get a raised hand or unmute yourself if you agree? When we've had enough is enough. Have you guys had an enough is enough moment before? Right? So what are you fed up with? What needs to change? All right, so let's keep it going. Okay, let's keep it going. Does anybody want to share? Does anybody want to share what they're fed up with? Let's talk about it. This is an open space for everybody to speak up, speak up, speak up. I see Imogene raised her hand. Imogene, you wanna talk about it? Are you able to unmute yourself?
I'm fed up with my 9 to 5. I'm fed up with them not valuing me, not paying me what I'm worth. And I'm fed up with trolls that come at me and try to talk about my business and try to bring negativity into my life. I actually had that happen to me last night, and I had to step away, and I had to take some time before I responded. And it was still bothering me, even though I got, calmed down last night. It was still bothering me this morning. And I had breakfast with a friend, and she told me, she said, remember the verse where it says, I prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. And she said, you can't advance, you can't receive the blessings that he has for you if you don't have those enemies present. So they're going to come left and right. And that was like the icing on the cake that I needed to hear to just let it go.
Yes, I'm so glad that you shared that, Imogene, because ladies, those are what we call necessary voices of discouragement. They're necessary. Right now, every last one of you on this Zoom call with me, you are shifting to your next level. And it's going to require you to show up differently. It's going to require you to change your morning routines. It's going to require you to change your environment and what you are influenced by. It is going to cause you to master your emotions. Like Imogene just said, hey, I had to take a moment before I even responded. You are going to learn in this program how to check in with yourself first. You're going to also learn in this program how to master your emotions. The things that used to trigger you, that would take you from 0 to 100 real quick, the things that would normally offend you immediately, now you get to check in with yourself. And this is all going to play a very, very important role in your business. The more that you master your emotions in your personal life and what you're thinking up here, you're going to see the change in your business as well. It's all related. It's all connected. It's not this, then that. It is together. Okay, so I'm so glad that you shared that, Imogene, because right now, all of you, you're going to see different attacks coming from different people. Right? From different things, maybe from your 9 to 5, maybe from somebody in your own household that you absolutely love, right? So it's going to require you to put your whole armor on, right? To be ready to show up differently and to stay focused on your vision, no matter what the naysayers say. No matter what anybody else thinks, it comes down to your belief in yourself. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself this question. What comes up when you even when you even ponder about being able to charge 4 or 5 or 6 figures for the work that you do? What comes up for you? To be able to say, you know what, I can actually charge 4 figures for my program, or 5 figures for my program, or increase the prices that I have now with my jewelry, Cassandra, right? Or Pamela, what comes up for you when you say, wow, you mean to tell me I can actually charge $1,000 for my health and wellness program? On top of ladies coming in already buying my collagen products? Or Glass, what about you? What comes up for you when you literally put down on that sheet of paper, I am now charging $1,200 for my very first coaching program, right? Tara, Miracle, Sharon, same question. What comes up for you? I want you guys to write that answer down in your notes, or you can drop it in the chat. Feel free to even unmute yourself if you want to talk about it as well. Let me know, just raise your hand if you have that answer written down already in your notes. Let me know where you guys are. Yes, Imogene says posture. Yes, absolutely. It changes your posture, ladies. You know, pricing is just perceived value. Your ideal client, to be honest, they don't care what the price is. They want to know, can you fix their problem? Can you fix their problem? How many of us can all agree when there's something that we want, we're going to get it no matter what the cost. We're gonna find the answer. We're gonna go and get it no matter what. I don't care what it is. So when you think about it, when it comes to even pricing your program, and I know I'm jumping ahead, but this is where God was leading me. When you even think about your pricing, ladies, I want you to know that pricing is just a rate. It does not determine who you are as the expert, as the leader, as the mentor, as the coach. You get to look at where you are right now in your life. You get to look at what are your expenses. You get to look at how much does it cost for you just to live, right? And for any of you who have been lowballing yourself, for any of you who have been discounting your prices, for any of you who have been in a space or a mindset where you're like, man, I've been charging pennies and I'm still not making it. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, or I'm still not seeing what I'm bringing in. If that is you, then it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to increase your price, and it's time for you to increase your belief in yourself. Is this making sense so far, ladies? Talk back with me.
Yes. Sorry, I'll try to get to the mute.
I love it. And isn't it funny how it's like right when we're trying to get that unmute button, it's like, okay, where did it go? Where did it go?
Right.
So yeah. So does that resonate with anybody when we're talking about pricing, elevating our prices, you know, charging what we're worth, understanding that we don't have to put any emotional attachment to that price, right? You can look at where you are and literally say, you know what? If it takes this amount for me to live, then I'm gonna put my price here, because I know that if I get this amount of clients in, I'm gonna have more than enough. I'm gonna be living in my overflow. You want to make it make sense, ladies. All right. Now, does that mean you can't ever evolve? No. The price that you choose in these next few weeks, guess what? You can change it. You can change it whenever you're ready to. I always share with you my story of when I started my very first coaching program, my very first fitness business. It was the Snapback Challenge. That was a $500 program. That $500 program then went to $800. The $800 program then went to $1,500. What changed was my belief in myself. The price, when it was $500, guess what? I could have chose to put it at a $1,500 price, but at that time, I was too scared. I didn't believe that I could do it. It wasn't anybody else, it was me. I didn't believe that I can do it. I didn't believe that my client was going to be able to afford that price. So for me, I kept it there. And then when I realized all of the work that I was putting in and what I was doing, I looked at myself and was like, wait a minute. It was a no-brainer. Does that make sense, everybody? And so, like I said, pricing is perceived value. It is what you perceive. It's what you desire. There's no right or wrong answer. If you want to charge a 4-figure or 5-figure dollar program for your course that you are creating from scratch, you can. Okay. So look at where you are right now. Where do you want to be? What does your next level self look like? What do you need to believe to get there? What will it cost you if you stay where you are right now? If you don't elevate Glass, what will it cost you to stay where you are? Right? Glass, if you don't operate and put your mind on your bigger vision, where would you stay at right now? Cassandra, if you don't expand your vision and the dreams that you have for your business, where would you be staying at right now? Miracle, if you don't operate and move forward with the vision that God has given you and expand it, where would you be staying right now? Tara, Imogene, Pam, where would you be staying right now if you don't jump, if you don't expand your vision, if you don't move and say, you know what, I'm gonna go all in no matter what? What is it going to cost you, ladies, if you stay where you are right now? And then think about what needs to be released that no longer serves you. Imogene just gave us a great example. The naysayer, that necessary voice of discouragement that she got, guess what? She can write that name on a sheet of paper and say, you know what? I'm gonna keep it moving. Whose name do you all need to write on a sheet of paper that no longer serves you? Because people will put their own insecurities on you because they're not happy with themselves. Is that gonna stop you? Is that gonna stop you, Pam, from showing up and serving these ladies who need your help, who need to work on their skincare, who need to work on their health and wellness and better themselves? Through your story is how they're gonna be able to be transformed. Everybody say that. Through my story, that is how they will be transformed. Unmute yourself and say, through my story, that is how they will be transformed.
Through my story is
Through
how they
my
will be
story,
transformed.
that
Through my
is how
story
they
is
will
how-
be transformed.
That's
Through my
right.
story, that's how they're gonna be.
That's right. Which is why in a few more slides, we're going to be talking about your story. Some of you have already written your story. You wrote it out. I want you to drop it into the Facebook group again. Pam, Cassandra, I want you to drop your story into the Facebook group over this weekend or through this next week as we lead into Friday of next week. I want everybody from today to next Friday to write out your story again or for the first time and drop it into the Facebook group, because our story always changes. Our story always evolves. All right. When you go back and you reflect on your story, there may be some things that you left out, or there may be some things that you want to add. So I want you guys to start being very, very intentional, because opening up, sharing your story allows you to be authentic. It allows you to be transparent. It allows you to show up in what we call your feminine energy. That is you knowing who you are. No shame and guilt. You are writing your story out unapologetically with no regrets. Your ideal client, the woman who you want to serve, she needs to see what you've been through. She needs to see that you are just like her. She needs to see that through your journey from where you were to where you are now, that she can elevate just like you are. That just like you took the time out to invest in your coach, she's gonna do the same for you. Do you understand how that happens? Every last one of you invested in me as your coach. And when you do that, that is going to come back to you in return. Your ideal client is going to now invest in you. So I want you guys to be intentional and remember that your mindset is everything. I want you to start journaling every day. All right. So make sure you grab a journal. If you got to go and buy a new journal, that's all right. Pam, you got your journal? I see it. Show it to us again, Pam. Everybody have your journal? Yes.
It's just a plain little one, but you know what? It was like
Hey, I
you
love
got me
that.
one.
Yes, I love that. I see it, Cassandra. I see it, Pam. I see it, Imogene. Yes, so journal out every day. You want to journal what's coming up for you. because it's going to keep your mind strong. When you feel like giving up, when you have those days like yesterday, Imogene, I want you to write out what happened. I want you to write out how you felt. I want you to write out how you worked yourself through it. Because see, the old us has to die. The old us would be like, take a whole week or a whole month just to get over what somebody said to us yesterday. Okay? That is going to affect your business if you don't regroup yourself, if you don't master your emotions. That is going to affect the way that you see engagement online and the income that you see in your bank account. All right? So I want you guys to remember that. Now, you also have to be intentional in what you desire. So I want you ladies to write down what you desire. What do you want for your business? What do you want to see in your business? Every last one of you, you have a different business. We have two fitness, we have two health and wellness professionals in the room. We have Cassandra, I will put you in the beauty industry, okay? And Tara as well, right? The health and wellness, the self-care, the personal development, right? Imogene, you're in the wealth generation building, right? Glass, you're in the entertainment industry. What do you desire for your business? Tara, I see your hand raised. What's coming up for you?
No, I was clapping with all.
Oh, okay. Yes. I love that. So write that down. Write down what you desire, and then write down what is your superpower. Pam, when you think of yourself, what is the first thing that comes to mind? What are you so great at? And you're like, this is what I do with ease, with my eyes closed. I'm not ashamed of it. Matter of fact, this is me. What would that be, Pam? And don't worry, I'm gonna put everybody on the spot.
Okay, good. I thought you were maybe just rhetorical questions. Probably one of the easiest things for me is that I can talk to anybody. If I'm at the store or wherever, people come up to me and want to talk to me about things for whatever reason. I must look like somebody that's approachable and somebody that they can talk to, but I can strike up a conversation or keep a conversation going with anybody. So I think that maybe is probably one of my stronger superpowers.
Okay, I want you to write that down. Write that down so you don't forget that, Pam. Okay, how about you, Imogene? What comes up for you?
Surprisingly, the same thing that Pam said, but also singing.
You said the same thing, Imogene?
Yeah, and also singing.
Okay. Sorry, you hear my little niece in the background. What was the last thing that you said, Imogene?
Singing.
Singing, okay.
Singing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're gonna have to create some wealth generational rhymes for us, Imogene.
I know, I try to come up with some jingles.
Yes, some wealth jingles. I love that. How about you, Cassandra? What's coming up for you?
Our superpower. I mean, of course, they said my or is
Hold on, Cassandra. I think your screen was freezing up on me. Can you say that again?
I speak like Pam said. I speak to everybody would be my superpower.
So connection. Okay. How about you, Glass?
Did you hear me?
Okay. Oh, did you hear her?
Yep, I did. You said connection like Imogene and Pam, Cassandra. Was that right?
Dancing is most definitely my superpower.
Okay, we'll take that. How about you, Glass?
I'm gonna say management and multitasking, because I can manage, but I can do so many things at the same time. I think that's really my true gift, because I always got a few or more things going on at the same time.
I love that. How about you, Tara?
I would say, well, I never meet a stranger. Like, I talk to anybody that I run into, so I know I'm sociable. in that aspect. So being a leader also, let me this yeah, I would say that. Yeah. I would just say that I can talk to people. I'm sociable. So
Okay,
being able to like kind of just I don't know, I can just talk to somebody. I can talk to a complete stranger, like as if I haven't known them for like years. So
okay,
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
okay, we'll take that. I want you guys to make sure that you're writing down what's coming up for you when you think of your superpower. I want you to embody what you just said, because you're going to be able to show up online, right? Whatever you love to do, that is what you need to be incorporating and putting into your program as you guys are building that. So Imogene, I know you talked about even singing. You can even add that into your program, believe it or not. Okay. Your energy is everything, ladies. Your energy and your belief in yourself has got to be activated. You literally get permission to be bold. You have now permission to show up. Okay. These online streets, it is, everybody can win. Can you guys hear me clearly? There's room for everybody to win. You are not in competition with anybody. I don't care if there are 1,000 other ladies who do the same thing that you do. Everybody will win. And there's no difference between you and the person that you are inspired by, that when you open up your Instagram or Facebook, who is the person that you always see, right? Can we all agree that whenever we open up our social media page, we usually always are constantly seeing the person that is on our mind or who we're inspired by? Are they always showing up? If you constantly see them every day, are they always showing up, right?
Yeah, right. They're
Yes.
consistent. Like you.
That's right. You agree with that, Tara?
Yes, definitely like you.
So
Mhm.
so that means we have to do the same thing. So sorry, you guys hear my little niece crying in the background.
Oh, you're good. Oh.
Oh, her mom's has her. So yes, we have to show up just like that. All right. You have to know that your purpose is powerful. I need you to unmute yourself and say, my purpose is powerful.
My purpose,
My purpose is
powerful.
powerful.
That's right. No more accepting defeat, ladies. No more sitting down, waiting on something to happen. No more feeling sorry for yourself. No more complaining that nothing is working. No, God has given every last one of you a purpose to fulfill, and now it's time for you to show up in that calling. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you ready to manifest the vision that you have? Are you ready to now see it show up in reality? Let me see a raised hand if you are ready. I love that. I'm seeing raised hands from everybody. So what do we have to do to bring this reality into play? We have to make sure that we are being intentional every single day. 2 hours. Make sure you can screenshot this page, take a picture of it. 2 hours before you start your day, it needs to be you fueling yourself back up. Whether that means you praying more, whether that means you reading your word, whether that means you meditating more, or doing your affirmations, or listening to or audio, or listening or reading a personal development book that's inspiring you to do better, right? Not checking your email or social media page on your phone right away when you wake up. No, this time needs to be for you. Before you even, for those of you who have children, before you even wake the kids up to make them breakfast or to wash them up, you need to, if that's going to mean you waking up earlier, then you need to do that so that you pour into yourself first. Can we all agree to do this? Let me see a show of hands. Let's go. I love that. So listen, there's going to be some limiting beliefs that are going to come up, ladies. Matter of fact, every day you are going to be battling a limiting belief. And what that is a belief holding you back. Maybe you've heard yourself say, I'm not good enough. Maybe you've heard yourself say, I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not, you insert the blank that you've been saying to yourself. Did I miss anything? I see that face, Imogene. Did I miss one? What have you been saying?
I've been saying that I'm not worth that amount.
Okay. Okay.
I've been scared to charge more.
Okay. Make sure you write that down because you need to see what's been coming up for you. And whatever thought, whatever negative thought that has been coming up, ladies, I want you to now cross it out. So cross that out, Imogene. Ask yourself, is it 100% true? How can you prove that this belief is not true? Is there any fear of failure coming up for you? Right? Is there any fear of what others are going to think of you, Cassandra? Glass, Pam, is there any fear there of what other people are going to say? Tara, is there any fear of success coming up for you?
I was about to say, that was mine. That was a big one for mine. Was like, I had no idea why I feared success when it's available to me, to everybody. So
yes, it is available to you and everybody, right? I want you guys to unmute yourself and say, I belong.
I belong.
I'm ready for this.
I am ready.
I'm ready for this.
And this will be my new normal.
This will be
my new normal.
That's right. What's going to happen, ladies, when you finally reach your goal? If God gave you right now absolutely everything that you have ever wanted, would you be prepared? Would you be ready for it today? If he drops it in your lap right now, Pam, Tara, if he drops it in your lap right now, are you ready? Are you prepared?
Yes.
How about you, Glass, Cassandra, Imogene? Are you ready? Are you prepared?
Oh, you must have heard me. I said, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, okay. Anybody else? Okay, okay. So I want you guys to know that, listen, I'm getting you all prepared. I'm getting you guys ready. So that way, when these limiting beliefs come up, you're ready to combat them. All right? What does your next level self look like? Whatever you wrote down for your desires, I want you to become her now, ladies. Don't wait. Affirm yourself every single day, saying, I belong. I am strong. I can do this. Okay? Every time a negative thought comes up, you have to write it out, cross it out, and then rephrase that belief. Is this making sense, everybody? Are you guys with me?
Absolutely, yes.
Now, our abundance mantra song, I wanted to play it for you guys, but for some reason it's showing that it's unavailable. So I'm going to drop it in the Facebook group. It's a YouTube link that I'm going to put on there, and I want you guys to listen to it this weekend. All right, it is going to posture you up. When you hear it, ladies, you are going to go crazy. You're going to be ready to show up like you see me, like never before. Okay, so I'm going to drop that into the group for you. It's called Lit Formations, like lit affirmations, but lit formations. And I'm going to post that into the Facebook group for you. Okay, so as we close, I want you all to, for your homework, I want you to write your story, rewrite your story. What have you overcame? What have you healed from? And what are you still working through? Okay. What have you overcame? What have you healed from? And what are you still working through? And I'm going to add this in here for bonus. What has inspired you to become the person that you want to become? How did you get here? How did you get here, Pam, to want to show up and help motivate and encourage other ladies to be motivated to move forward in their health and wellness. Imogene, how did you get to this place where you now are like, listen, I want to be the coach to help these business owners build generational wealth now? Cassandra, how did you get here? What in your story has brought you to want to help women and men to style themselves from the workplace to the event space? Okay, Glass, what has brought you here now? What have you overcame? What have you been healed through? And what inspired you to want to be the acting and modeling coach to help these parents and children now find agents? Tara, what have you overcame? What has brought you here that has inspired you to be that self-care coach for women? I want you guys to write that story out. Can everybody do that? Did I miss anybody? All right. Let me see. Did I miss Sharon? I want to make sure I didn't miss. Okay, because I think she had to come off. Is everybody following me so far? So the very first homework assignment from today to when we meet again next Friday is to write out your story. Post it into the Facebook group so that I can proofread it and give you feedback, right? Any changes that need to be made, I'm going to let you know right there in the Facebook group. And then I'm going to give you the go ahead to post it with any picture that you want to post with it, okay? Now, as it relates to your niche is your avatar. Your niche is your ideal client. So I want to make sure that I'm not confusing anybody. The word niche, it just means who do you want to serve? Who is your client? So whenever you hear the word niche, avatar, or ideal client, those three words mean the same thing. They're just used interchangeably, okay? So I want to give you guys some terminology. Those three words mean the same thing. That is just who do you want to serve? If it's women, what type of woman? If it's men, what type of man? If it's moms, what type of mom? Right? Is this making sense? If it's entrepreneurs, what type of entrepreneurs? If it's leaders, what type of leaders? All right? The more specific that you get, you're going to have those clients come to you in droves. Remember, we have to come out of the mindset of wanting to reach any and everybody. That was me. Coming from a fitness background as a fitness professional, like Cassandra said, for years, she knew me as the fitness expert, right? Over these past 2 years, God has shifted even me in my coaching to not just help women physically, but now mentally and financially in their business, so that you can now show up, not only taking care of your body, but you are now showing up, bossing up your brand and elevating and pulling out your purpose, just like I have over these years, okay? And so with that being said, I used to train any and everybody. I can train seniors all the way down to children. And it wasn't until I niched down the client that I serve that I started to not only exponentially increase and expand my business, but I started bringing in even more income than ever before when I used to train any and everybody. Okay. Now, if you stay in the mindset of, I want to just help any and everybody, you are going to see crickets, which is why I want you to niche down and get very, very clear on who it is that you want to serve. Now, if you decide to serve women and men, then just niche down the type of woman and the type of man that you want to serve, okay? If you decide to only want to work with women, then you just need to identify what type of woman that will be, okay? If you just want to work with entrepreneurs, identify what type of entrepreneur that is. Is it going to be an entrepreneur in this industry, or is it going to be an entrepreneur over here in this industry, right? You get to be picky. Everybody unmute yourself and say, I get to be picky.
I
I
get
get
to
to
be
be
picky.
picky.
I
Okay.
get to be picky.
Now, if any of you are stuck when it comes to this is why I have you write out your story first. Because your story, through your story, you will find your ideal client. Through your story, you will find your ideal client. And I say that because through your story, you become the expert. Your journey now gets to be your coaching program. I saw that aha moment that you just got right there, Imogene. I'm going to say it again because I don't think everybody caught that. Your story, your journey gets to be your coaching program. That easy. Your ideal client wants to know that they can trust you. Your ideal client wants to know that you can take them from step 1 to step 3, very simple, to get them the result that they desire, just like you did. Because they're seeing you every single day show up online and they desire that. They're like, wow, Pam's been showing up every single day. I want to do that too. I want to take those products too. I want to have that life as well. I want to feel good like Pam is. Man, I want to do that too. Imogene has done this. Now she's showing ladies how to get this funding. Man, I see why she's so passionate now, because she used to be where I was. Is this making sense? Wow, I see why Cassandra is so passionate in helping men and women to have more fashionable lives and more style, you know, showing them how to show up in the workplace and now being able to style themselves when they leave from work and go to this event or this speaking engagement. I see, because I see what she's been through. Your ideal client, they don't know anything else but what you show up and show online. That's why they're attracted to you. They see what you're posting every single day. And if you can show them in a very simple way how you got from point A to point B, they're like, I'm all in. I'm ready to go. Is this making sense, everybody? It doesn't have to be hard. We were taught that everything has to be so hard just for us to see what we want. We were taught that we have to work over 40 hours a week just to bring income in. No, you're going to find yourself being able to work less hours doing what you love, but being able to make more money. Who all wants that? Who all wants that? You know how I know everybody wants that? Because you are me. You are me. See, my ideal client is powerful. She absolutely loves what she does. But at some way, shape, or form, she lost her motivation and belief in herself. So much so that she began to feel less than. She's super powerful. All she needs is the system and tools, and it's like, boom, let's go, let's get it. I know it. I know what to do now. All I got to do is follow this. Oh, let's go. My ideal client, when she gets overwhelmed, she shuts down. She begins to no longer show up. She goes into hiding when she doesn't have the answers. My ideal client is a worrier. My ideal client second guesses and overthinks. My ideal client has to trust herself more. My ideal client has to allow herself to be open to receive and increase her belief in herself. And when she does that, when she just sits back and allows herself to show up in all of her power and all of her might, she becomes magnetic. She is unstoppable. Is this making sense? Did I come through anybody's house on today? Please let me know. The reason why I can speak so confidently to you and say that, because that was me. You see how this is all making sense now? Your ideal client is you. And so don't just show the pain points online. Start speaking to her where she is now. And where she is now is where you used to be when you needed the help. Is this making sense, ladies? So if you can talk to her and put yourself in her shoes and paint the picture for her for what her life is going to look like, Pam, when she clears her skin up, when she's confident and she's now taking care of her body, she feels good. She's able to come into your program and build her confidence. Even while you as the coach are still building yours. You following me, ladies? You get to be the expert and still a work in progress at the same time. You get to show up online while you're still working through your inner healing. That's what this program is all about, ladies.
I needed that. Thank you.
You got that, Tara?
I needed that.
Is
Yeah,
that's making sense?
That hit home for me. So I thank you.
Yes. That means that you have permission, ladies, to tear down any of those thoughts of shame, guilt. Can I really do this? You know, can I call myself a coach or teach her how to overcome when I'm still overcoming? Absolutely. I need you to unmute yourself and say absolutely.
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 Don't get it twisted. Everybody in these internet streets are working through. Everybody in these internet streets are figuring it out. Adding a little bit of water here, like in chemistry class. Add a little bit of this, take a little bit away here, add a little bit.
And it pretty much sounds like I lost the weight, you know, once it click in your head, you know, and you get it, you
Come
know.
on. That's right. That's right.
When I lost the weight, once you get that mindset and it's there, you know,
that's it.
That way anymore, you know, it's just a mind thing. It's all up here.
That's right.
Once we learn this segment that you're about to teach us, and once we mind, we'll know the program. We all there.
That's right. That's right. It comes down to that belief in yourself, ladies.
Go ahead.
Yep. I love that. I love that, Cassandra. And I agree with you. It comes down to your mindset. It comes down to your belief in yourself. You can have all the strategy, ladies. You can have all of the systems and the tools. I can give you every single system and tool that you're going to be using in this program, but it's going to come down to the belief in yourself, whether it works for you or not, period. Okay? How do I know it works? Because I've been through it. I don't coach or teach anything that I've never been through myself. So just like when you guys are creating and developing your program from scratch, I want you to think about your story. What have you done? Pam, what did you do to overcome and have a new skin, a new face, a whole new fulfillment now? That journey, that process over the years of losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight again, getting back to where you wanted to be, still working through it. I want you to take those ladies through this journey with you. They get to be on this journey with you. Is that making sense, Pam? Good, good. Cassandra, you get to bring these ladies on this journey with you. Tara, Glass, same thing. So this is the last slide I want to leave you guys with in terms of actionable steps that I want you to take. Your homework assignment is number 1, to write out your story between today and next Friday. Your second homework assignment is right here on this screen. I want you to take a picture of it or screenshot this page. And this is your I help statement. All right, this is your I help statement. Your I help statement is going to explain who you serve. It's going to explain what pain points and solutions that you solve. And it's going to also explain through what process, through what product or service or program. So I'm going to break it down really easy. A plus B plus C equals D. A plus B plus C equals D. A is your niche. A is your niche, who you serve. B is the pain point. B is what your client is struggling with right now. It's what she's struggling with. It's what problem she's having right now. C is the solution you provide. How do you make them feel? What is the solution that you provide? And then lastly, D is through what secret sauce? Through what process? Through what method? Through what product? Through what service? Through what program? And so to give you a breakdown, your I help statement is a 1 or 2 sentence. It's a 1 or 2 sentence statement that will have A plus B plus C equals D in it. So here's an example. I help busy entrepreneur women. That is the A. Jump out of fear and awaken their purpose by building their business, body, and bank account. B is the pain point. I help them jump out of fear. C is the solution that I provide, or how do I make them feel? I help them awaken their purpose by building their business, body, and bank account. D is through what secret method? That is through my Abundance Accelerator. So if you see here in this sentence, I highlighted A. A is entrepreneur. B is fear. C, the solution, is building her business, body, and bank account. And D is my Abundance Accelerator. Does that make sense, everybody? A plus B plus C equals D. So that's simple. That is how I want you to come up with your I help statement for your industry. Okay. I want you to write in the Facebook group between today and next Friday, write 3 different statements that come up for you. And we'll work together to pull out the best one. And the reason why I want you to write 3 different statements, because you may, when you write out the first time, you may say, you know what, I think I like this one better, right? You may see something in the second one that you like. You may see something in the third sentence that you like. But if you put it in the Facebook group, I'll help you pull out the best one, okay? But it has to be what feels good to you. I'm gonna give you suggestion and feedback, but it's gonna ultimately come down to what you want, what you feel good about, okay? Because you're gonna be posting this statement on your Instagram bio, and you're gonna be posting it on your Facebook bio, okay? All right, so that's it, ladies. That's all I want you to do for your homework. Number 1, write your story. And number 2, write your I help statement. Does anybody have any questions for me before we come off? Did this help? Did this resonate with you? Go ahead, Pam.
What was the last thing that you said? You said to write the I help statement. Is that the same as the story?
So your story is different from your I help statement. Your story, your story that you write out, all I want you to do, Pam, is write out, you know, what you've overcame, what inspired you to want to help women, you know, with their self-care and with the skincare products, with the health and wellness industry, what you do, what inspired you to help motivate and encourage women to live a healthier lifestyle. Okay. Talk about, like, for example, what you share with me from having that ups and downs of the gaining weight to losing weight before your pregnancy and then after your pregnancy. Talk about that in your story, because that resonates with your ideal client. Okay. If there's any part of your story that you're not ready to share yet, it's okay. You don't have to share it. If there's any names that you don't want to say, You don't have to mention any names, but I do want you to allow yourself to be open, to be authentic, to be transparent, and allow yourself to really pour out your story to your ideal client. When you write out your story, I want you to think about your ideal client reading this story. Don't think about anybody else, not your family members, not your friends, not your aunties, uncles, parents, cousins, you name it. Only speak to your ideal client when you are writing out your story. Does that make sense? And then the second homework assignment is just to create this I help statement right here, which is A plus B plus C equals D. I help blank, which is your niche. What do you help them do? What are their pain points, right? And again, I'll read my sentence just one more time. I help busy entrepreneur women jump out of fear and awaken their purpose by building their business, body, and bank account through my Abundance Accelerator online coaching program. Okay. If you don't know what you want to title your program yet, it's okay. It's okay. You can just, D can be blank. You can just put D at the end as a blank right now if you're still coming up with your name. But if you already know what you want to call it, that's totally fine. The reason why I named my program the Abundance Accelerator is because when you are in abundance, you're in alignment physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. And I'm helping you accelerate that process. Because I don't want any woman to take 10 years like it took me to accelerate into abundance. So I'm showing you how to do it in 8 weeks. Does that make sense? That's where I came up with the Abundance Accelerator. I want to show you how to accelerate into abundance so that you can pull out your purpose and your passion so that you can show up online magnetic, speaking to your ideal client, doing what you love to do. And it just makes me smile every time I say it. So think about that. I want you to have that same feeling. Your program, when you say it, it should make you smile. You should be like, yes, this is me. This is what I went through. This is what I'm going to help them do. This is it. This is it. And so I want everybody to know that, there's no pressure. Please, please, please don't hesitate to let me know if you ever get stuck in any area, okay? Use this Facebook group, use this community, pour out everything. This is a safe space. You are not alone, okay? You need to know that you have people in this group listening to you. You can speak to them, because I guarantee if you can show up, speaking up in here, in this container, you're going to be able to show up out there. Okay? You're going to be able to show up out there. And you have my help to do that in this entire team. All right? So let's go. Let's get it, ladies. I hope that this helped. Did this help, Pam, Cassandra, Tara? Ladies, did this help?
Yes,
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Yes. So just 2
Yes.
homework assignments from today to next week. You guys have a great weekend. When we come off of here, completely turn the computer off, close your brain, shut it off. You don't have to go into any of this business stuff right now. I want you to walk away from it, do something that you want to do, that you love, kick your feet up, and then come back to it when you have regrouped and you're ready to dive in, okay?
I don't have to do my assignment tonight. I can go and take a rest.
Yes, Cassandra, yes. Why did I feel like I needed to say that? See, I was speaking to somebody. I love it. Yes. Yes, regroup. Don't worry. You
12
took notes.
hours. I feel like I did a 12-hour job for 2 days.
Yes, remember, we're having fun. This is fun.
Yes,
You
we
are
are.
not. Yes, you want to be able
Enjoyed it.
to love what you're doing. So that's why I said walk away from it, come back when you're ready, and just make sure that by next Friday, you have your story and your I help statement dropped in the group, and I'll look over it for you, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
All
thank
right.
you
Love you,
all.
ladies.
Yeah. Have
Okay,
a
see you
great
all. Have a great
weekend.
weekend. Okay, bye-bye.